Hello everybody, hello and welcome to Izzy Wizzy Let's Get Quizzy. My name is Richie Litchfield and for the next 1 hour we are doing nothing but quiz puzzles for you all. For those of you that have never seen the show before, hello and welcome. It's completely interactive and just for fun. Now you can play at home on your own, you can play with other people, you can use Zoom, do whatever you need to do and you can get involved here in the chat just on the left of our screen just here. To do that, all you need to do is subscribe if you're watching us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter. And when I say subscribe, there is no cost for doing so and it helps the channel. So click on that button at the bottom of the screen. Now tonight's quiz consists of 4 rounds. You've got 4 rounds of 10 questions. First up, we've got a round on family fortunes. Then we've got 2 lots of general knowledge, all based on transport. And then we've got a picture quiz as well, which is mystery objects. Some of these questions are easy, some are hard. We do try and get you to share your score with everybody on the board just here at the end. We've got some people just there. I'll say a big shout out to those people in a minute. First up, we're back to the very popular Family Fortunes, which we put down for a few weeks and we did a few other things, but we're back with it again. How Quiz Fortunes works is I ask a question, so basically, hypothetically, I went off into one town and I asked 100 people, name a type of fruit. Some people answered apples, oranges, bananas and pears. You put what you think is the top answer, the most popular answer at the top, and then you write your other 3 answers. So in total, you need to write 4 answers down. You get 1 point for each answer that you get correct when I read out the answers. And if you get the top answer right, the most popular one, you get a bonus point as well. How fabulous is that? Okay, let's kick off with round 1. And we will take some breaks in between each of the rounds as well, so you can get yourself a quick drink out the kitchen. We are a pub style quiz. And I have got my drink here this week, by the way. Cheers down the hatch. A nice beer in a hotel mug. I am, by the way, in a hotel, just in case you wondered, where is the glitter curtain tonight? I'm in a secret location somewhere in the west of London. Okay, so I am actually presenting very early in the morning. I've just come off the radio. Okay, question 1. Name a precious stone. Name a precious stone. So what you do is you write the most popular answer down first and then 3 other answers underneath. Okay, so have a guess. Name a precious stone. Let's have a look and see who we have got in the house. We have Lisa Honeybone. She says, hiya. I wonder where everyone is. Martina says, don't stress. The important people are here. LOL. We've got the lovely Joseph O'Loughlin as well. I have got Andrew Henderson. I've got to say a big shout out to Andrew Henderson who is watching. Who else have I got? Chris Walker is in the house. Chris and Rob Walker. Apparently the baby is having teething issues at the moment, so he's busy trying to sort out his niece who is screaming the house down for love nor money, and he's having problems with Wi-Fi. So we'll try and get there tonight. A big shout out as well to Alan Lathwell, Christine and all the family watching in Stotsey, Julia who's watching near Aylesbury, and Jane who's watching up there in Sheffield. Lots of shout outs to everybody there. And I've also got to wish Helen luck this week. Helen Dilly, who's watching the show in Kent, is going into hospital on Thursday. So Helen, get well soon, wishing you the best of luck. Okay, if you want to get involved, if you want a quick shout out, all you need to do, pop your name up there, you'll see your name appear on our board just here. It's completely interactive between you at home and me here in the hotel room. See if you can guess which hotel I'm in as well. What do you reckon it is? Could it be the Crowne Plaza? Could it be the Hilton? Or could it be something a little bit more cheaper? All right, number 2. Name something used by a plumber. Name something used by a plumber. I've got to say, I've had the plumber out for a few times this year. I had an absolute nightmare with my kitchen. I had a kitchen put in by a cowboy. And seriously, you might as well put saloon doors on the front of my kitchen. Because when the first up, the oven blew up because he didn't change any of the wiring. And then the sink started flooding from behind. I didn't even notice it was flooding until every time I walked in the kitchen, I was sneezing. So sneeze, sneeze. I thought, what am I sneezing for? When I pulled all the units out, the whole of the wall was covered in black. It was literally sodden because it was leaking and it wasn't put in right. So I had to get another builder in to do all that as well. So for those of you that have been through that same thing, I do sympathise with you as well. Cheers, everyone, down the hatch. That's very nice. Number 3, name a fruit which contains pips. Name a fruit which contains pips. What is that one? What do you reckon? Who have we got else in now? Joe says a stopcock. Trust Joseph to say a stopcock. Martina Lloyd says now totally the VIP. Hi Jojo. Good to have Jojo. Jojo is actually in the room. Jojo is my producer, and he's here with his clipboard in the room. And I will get him on a little bit later. He's hiding from everybody at the moment, so he's just watching to make sure everything's going tickety-boo, if you know what I mean. Who else have we got in? Shane Doherty is watching. Anna Marchell. Big shout out to you guys. Great to have you here on the channel. Lovely to have you. Let us know where you're watching from. By the way, if you are watching from any of the LGBT groups, Miss Jason's Lockdown Last, London events or any of those, big shout out to you. Lovely to have you here. Also, a big shout out to the Irish groups that have joined us tonight. So thank you for accepting us tonight, and a big shout out to you as well. And if you want us to promote you as well, all you need to do is just pop your details up here and I'll give you a quick shout out. Do you know what I mean? It's all about mutual plug-in. Right, number 4, name a popular hobby. Name a popular hobby. So what do you reckon that one is? Joseph says he's having a beer, so am I, out of a hotel mug. What hotel do you reckon I'm in this week? We should actually do this as a little bit of a game show. Now, do you know what, ladies and gentlemen? We are doing a bit of a game show on the 20th. I think it's the 20th. Is it 20th? We're doing it. It's the 20th. We're doing it on the 20th. It's a game show, and to get involved, head to my Facebook page, Litchfield's Lifestyles, and like it. And we've got the page just there. We are going to be doing, it's for charity. We're charging people £1. Wow, £1. And you get to come in, and we're going to give away some prizes as well. It's just for fun, so you just get involved, have a laugh, bit of banter. It's an hour's worth of fun, and it's going to be an absolute scream. And we've got some special guests on there. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it works. Right then, moving on. Number 5, name a popular detective. Name a popular detective. That's going down nicely. Who have we got in here? Joseph, what on earth have you put on the screen just there? 99p. Oh, thank you. Martina says go to pad. Yes, okay, Martina. Who else have we got in? Lisa Honeybone. I wonder if you're at work this week, Lisa. Do let us know. Let us know. Alan as well has been painting his clown picture. So he's been busy painting. Alan is our sort of like one of our viewers who's an artiste. And during the quiz, what he does is he listens to the quiz and paints his pictures. And over the last few weeks, we've had some of his pictures that we've been showing, some of his works of art. And so actually, I've got to say, various different viewers. Now, we've had 3 viewers interested in Alan's work, including the lovely Lisa Honeybone, the meme moderator of the North. She's taken an interest in some of it. Joseph as well, and I can't remember who else, but somebody else did as well. They wrote to me and they said, "Oh, really like the work." So yes, keep up the good work, Alan. He's busy painting, listening to the quiz tonight. Number 6, name a play by William Shakespeare. Name a play by William Shakespeare. I'm going to take these glasses off just for a moment, just because they're showing my big hoop in in the reflection. So I'll just turn them off because it's very off-putting. Otherwise, it looks like I've got like these sort of like circles in my eyes. So yes. By the way, I've got to say a shout out as well to the lovely Brian and Lola, who are watching from a secret location in Marylebone. So big shout out to you guys as well. Thank you for the fantastic pictures you've all been sending in as well. Every week here on Izzy Wizzy Let's Get Quizzy, we kind of set you a challenge. You at home have to take some pictures. I'll set a theme, send them in to me here, and then I'll put them on the screen for everybody to see. And yeah, last week the theme was garden party. And this week, just a quick heads up, it's going to be, Mr. Producer, hobbies. Hobbies. So what is your hobby? Send in your pictures for next week.
And keep it clean.
And keep it clean, Joe says. Right, okay. Number 7. Now, name something with a bitter taste. Name something with a bitter taste. So what is the answer there? Now, it's very quiet because Chris Walker isn't participating in the chat tonight. Mind you, at least I can get a word in edgeways. Do you know what I mean, Mr. Producer? What are you doing? Putting all your makeup on over there? If I could turn this camera around, ladies and gentlemen, he's got all my theatrical makeup, which I need for the show, and even then, I still look a complete and utter, I look like a beetroot. It's all over the bed. That's expensive foundation, I'll have you know, that's Estee Lauder. So, name a play by William Shakespeare was number 6. Name something with a bitter taste was number 7. All right, number 8. Name a relation. So, name a relation. So, if you hear sirens and stuff going off in the background here, we're about 7 floors up in the air in West London, and we're right literally in the heart of it here. Before, there was just constant sirens. It was just like, seriously, it felt like I was in a detective film. Do you know, a New York film? When you look down, you could just hear nothing but sirens all the time. So, name a relation. So you put your answers there. Put your top one at the top, most popular one, followed by 3 underneath. What do you reckon those ones are? So what have you been up to all week? Martina Lloyd, she's actually been out. She's in Dublin, watching the show in Dublin. And she's been very busy because apparently they relaxed some of the lockdown. You are allowed to go certain places, and she has been going there, which has been really cool. And who else? What else have we been up to? This week, for me, I had last minute work come in just the day before Easter. And but it was through the night. And I can't moan, but it's through the night. But I'll tell you one thing. If you're not used to nights and you haven't prepared for a few days beforehand, especially when you get to my age, which is, I just like to point out, 28-ish, it's a killer. An absolute killer. I was on my knees by the end of it. But anyway, that's another story. That's me rambling on as I normally do. Don't I ramble?
Yes, you do.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that 4 penneth. Right. Number 9. Something found in the home at Christmas. So name something found in the home at Christmas. What is the answer to that one? Something found in the home at Christmas. Cheers, everyone down the hatch. Very nice. Now, why is my phone coming up? It's got no battery and I've got a new cable in it. I really don't know, seriously. I'll tell you one thing. Are you one of these people that keeps your decorations up for half the year? I live in a town, and I know that this year's been a bit different because we've had the lockdown and everything else, but I'm still seeing Christmas decorations and Christmas trees up in people's houses, and we're now in April. Seriously. I know people think, well, actually, we didn't get Christmas, so we're just going to keep it up because it reminds us of our happy place and blah, blah, blah. But, you know, as 10 days afterwards or whatever it is, how many days after do you have to take a Christmas tree down? 12 days. 10 days, my house is bare. You cannot see a Christmas decoration for love nor money. Who we got in? What does Joseph O'Loughlin say? Near Eel Pie Island, can anybody guess where we are? And Martina says, are you at the Ritz? Well, we could be. We could be at the Ritz. But we're near Eel Pie Island. Never heard of the place, seriously, until today. So Eel Pie Island, where is it? Apparently they did lots of music concerts back in the 70s. You had people like The Who. Black Sabbath. Feed me some more. Okay. They were playing there. Thin Lizzy all played over on Eel Pie Island. But from what I saw, I don't know how they fit all those crowds on there because it was too full of houses and things. Right, okay. Moving on to the next one. A famous street anywhere in the world. So the last one in round 1 is a famous street anywhere in the world. Okay? So write your answers down. I like that guess though, Martina. The Ritz. By the way, we have got our pictures that people have been sending in, which is garden party, and I'm going to be putting those on a little bit later on in the quiz. So for those of you that have sent them in, thank you so much. I had some great pictures in, and I hope you all had a fantastic Easter, by the way. Did you eat too much chocolate? I kind of was planning on going back to family, and they've got all my Easter eggs, so I'll now get Easter eggs sort of later, which is fantastic. But I did have one of those lovers Easter eggs. Apparently, it's won awards. You get them from the big supermarket, which is kind of it's a nice one. It's a German one, I think. And it's called the Lover's Easter Egg. You get them from there. They're about £5, but it's won awards. And I tell you, absolutely gorgeous. The chocolate's thick, caramel, and then strawberry. Oh, delicious. I can eat them till the cows come home. I'll tell you, I've eaten too much. So number 10 is name a famous street anywhere in the world. So what is the answer to that? Who else have we got in? Shelley Tobin is watching as well in Luton. Hi, Shelley Tobin. How the devil are you? Put your diary down. Put it in there. The 20th of April, we have got our 1 year party. We did start the quiz actually back in March, but we're actually officially having our 1 year birthday party, which is going to be on the 20th of April. And we have got special guests. It's going to be fantastic. And it's for charity, and you can win some prizes. We've got some fantastic prizes, including, where's it gone? Oh, look at these. You can win one of these badges as well. We've got some Izzy Wizzy ones coming soon as well. You can't really see it there, can you? LLTV, that's Litchfield Lifestyles TV. That is the YouTube channel. If you're not part of it yet, do click on that subscribe. It's completely free to be part of. Right, okay, we're going to take a very quick short break for about 45 seconds while I refill my glass because I'm a little bit parched. And then we've got a round of general knowledge, and this round is all based on trains, boats and planes. Okay, so we've got 2 lots of these tonight. Okay, and I'll be right back after this. With more people working from home during the pandemic, the need to use video resources has increased. Do you need to deliver presentations on camera or online? Be it on Zoom, with a video crew or in a studio, the need to deliver messages via video is increasing, and it's vitally important you engage the audience from the start. This book is a must for anybody who has to present on camera for work. It teaches you step by step how to build up an on-camera presence and will assist you to start building up viewer trust. Learn from an experienced presenter and media skills mentor and pick up some vital tips to help you perfect your on-camera confidence. The book is available on Amazon for a special price of $8.99, including postage and packing. Details are in the description below. Now, if you want a copy of that book, it is available on Amazon, $8.99 just for the time being. It's a really good book. So if you are doing any sort of presentations using Zoom or Teams or anything like that, it's fantastic. It's also got some more advanced stuff like using a teleprompter, talkback, working with cameras, and you're setting up your own video studio and what to be aware of. Okay, some of the pitfalls, what to think of as well. By the way, talking about technical, I know tonight, because I'm on location, we're using the Wi-Fi in the hotel and the internet connection might not be absolutely 100% stable. So tonight, if you are struggling with the sync issues of my face and the whatever, then that's down to the Wi-Fi. There's nothing we can really do about that, I'm afraid. But if for any reason you lose us tonight, head to our website, which is izzywizzy.com. And we will reappear back on the stream box on our website. We might not necessarily appear back in YouTube or Facebook in that same location. So just check out our website and head there if for any reason the Wi-Fi cuts off, because you never know when if you're stuck on hotel Wi-Fi, it's like, anyway, we're on that at the moment. Right then, okay, we are on general knowledge. Okay, so 1 point for every single question you get right, and the theme is trains, boats and planes. Okay, number 1 is, what is the name of the main train station in Liverpool? What is the name of the main train station in Liverpool? What is the answer to that? Do you know? What is it?
Lime Street.
You're not supposed to give the answers away.
Oh yeah, sorry. It's
Okay.
Lime Street, everybody.
Thank you, Joe. Joe's just giving everybody that one. So, right. Number 2 is, what were the names of the Titanic's 2 sister ships? So, the Titanic had 2 sisters. What were the names of the Titanic's 2 sister ships? Lisa Honeybone, I expect you to know that, being the ship princess. I didn't say ship queen, because there's only room for one around there. And that's me. What is the name of Titanic's 2 sister ships? So what is that? Martina Lloyd as well has been on the ships. I keep forgetting Martina Lloyd. A seasoned sailor she is. Did you know Martina Lloyd actually stepped off the top of the Aquililaro as it was sinking into a lifeboat because the whole ship caught fire? And she's got pictures, been all over the papers. She's been interviewed by the press. She's got this life jacket with her people's signatures on and stuff. And yeah, she saved lots of lives. Aquililaro, Martina Lloyd, our resident hero from Dublin. And she says, cheers, Joe, for giving away that question. By the way, Martina, Lisa, anybody who's listening, how is this coming across on the other end? Are we a little bit, or are we coming across quite smooth? Do let me know on the screen. I know it keeps flashing red, which means don't know. Maybe I'm out of sync. I don't know. We'll try and get through this as quickly as we can. We've got an hour of this. Right, okay, number 3. Named after the mother of the pilot, which plane dropped the first atomic bomb in 1945? So named after the mother of the pilot, which plane dropped the first atomic bomb in 1945? Now, what does this say here? Congratulations, Martina, says Joseph. Who else have we got in the house here? Joseph O'Loughlin is one of my top fans, apparently, it says here. That's great to know. That's lovely. And Little Chris, message from Little Chris. Babes, I'm watching you. I can't do anything because I've got the baby. So he's looking after his little baby. It's the first time he's seen his baby, actually. Or not his baby, but his brother's baby. And, yeah, they've all got together and had a big garden party. And it's been lovely. And now she's teething and obviously screaming and making lots of noise. Okay, so number 4 is, which 2 cities formed the Termini of the original Orient Express? So which 2 cities formed the Termini, it's terminal, not terminal, of the original Orient Express? So what is the answer to that one? I've got to say, I have been on the Orient Express. During the Olympics, got invited to go on the Orient Express. We went from London, Victoria, all the way down round the Kent coast. We were served a 4-course meal. It was absolutely beautiful. I don't know how I got off that train standing. They kept plying me with wine. And in the end, it was a good laugh because you moved from carriage to carriage and each carriage was themed on a different county of the UK because they were promoting. It was about Visit England. And yeah, so I went to different carriages and there was different things going on. Oh, it was fantastic. Loads of goodies on there as well. Loved it. Fantastic experience. So that was the Orient Express. Okay. Number 5 is, who was the captain of HMS Bounty whose crew famously mutinied? Okay. So who was the captain of the HMS Bounty whose crew famously mutinied? So what is that one? I've got to say, I've actually walked past his house. His house, I believe, is opposite the Imperial War Museum in London. That's right, isn't it? What's that museum with the big gun sticking out the front? Is that the Imperial War Museum? Yeah, his house is opposite there. So that is the captain I'm talking about. Cheers, everybody. And it's not wine, just in case you're wondering. By the way, Duncan from Sunphaser Productions, big shout out to you as well. No, it's not Captain Kirk, Joseph O'Loughlin. Seriously, can you hear the sirens? Can you hear the sirens? Let's go and see what's going on. Hang on. Oh, it's all kicking off down there. Seriously. It's all kicking off downstairs. How exciting. Police, and more police. Number 6 is, what was the world's first supersonic passenger airliner? So what was the world's first supersonic passenger airliner? Now, I've got to say, I can hear the sirens now. And I can hear the sirens here. But when I lived in one area of London, I was right across the road from an ambulance station. And every time the ambulance came out, they would have the sirens on because it's a busy main road. And I lived right across the road from this. I became immune to it. I moved away, went into a very quiet area, and now, pin drops outside, I'm like this. What was that? Seriously. Seriously, and the slightest thing keeps me awake. Right, okay, where am I? Number 7. Which steam locomotive was the only one to complete the Rainhill trials in 1829? So which steam locomotive was the only one to complete the Rainhill trials in 1829? That is number 7. By the way, if you miss any of the questions out, do pop it on the screen here. I'll try and repeat as many of those as possible. By the way, if you have just stumbled upon us and you're thinking, what on earth is going on there? We're a live quiz. We're on every single week. We've been now going over a year. We raise money for charity on here. It is completely free to play. And don't forget, on the 20th of April, put it in your diary, we have got the most amazing party that you can be part of. It's completely interactive. You You could join in on the show. You can message on the board. We're going to get you on the screen. We are doing game shows. I mean, that Alan Carr thing, we thought of that first, I'm sure, didn't we, Joe?
We did.
We did, seriously, because we were sitting in the pub beer garden last year thinking of the whole idea. Seriously. That's how it is. Who else have we got in the house as well? Jane says she's just had her patio done and she's looking at getting a hot tub. So that's fantastic. Thank you for sending that message in. That's on Twitter. By the way, if you want to, you can add me on Twitter. It's Richie Litchy, or Instagram as well. YouTube, do please click on that subscribe. Thumbs up if you're watching on Facebook as well. Twitch and Periscope and all those things. Please like, love, heart, whatever you need to do. But we don't really get many people watching from that side of thing. I think the more computer games or DJs on that channel. Right, okay, so where are we now? Okay. Number 8 is, in which US city can you find the USS Arizona Memorial? Okay, so in which US city can you find the USS Arizona Memorial? No, it's not Thomas the Tank Engine, Joseph. That's a good answer, but it's not Thomas the Tank Engine. So which city is that? So any plans? Next week, I believe, the Monday is the 12th, and we are allowed to go and sit in a pub beer garden. How exciting. I think that's fantastic. Am I going to see you then next week? Are you going to be in the pub beer garden?
I'm in the queue from now.
Apparently he's going to be in the queue from now to get in the pub beer garden. Do you want to come and say hello to everybody? Come and say hello. Oh, your hair's looking fine. I'll just put this here so you can get in.
I didn't really put any makeup on.
They are. You're looking in there.
I know. I'm looking.
Your head's chopped off.
In that thing over there.
In that little yoke, just
that
there.
yoke over there. Cheers, everybody.
So this is Joseph, everybody. Cheers. I'm not going to hear the last of that now. Seriously. Right, number 9. He'll want to speak to my agent. Number 9. Which was the Allies' only jet fighter to see active service in World War II? So number 9 is, which was the Allies' only jet fighter to see active service in World War II? That's number 9. Duncan says, what's the story so far? Am I late? Duncan Curtis, you're always late, darling. Always, every single week. How are you? Live from the hotel room, which you're going to be here tomorrow, I believe, as well. Very glamorous part of London, the Ritz-Carlton, which we're in at the moment. And you can hear all the sirens and the screams and everything else. What else have we got going on here? Oh, Julia. Julia's in the house as well. Julia, hi to you, babes. Lovely to have you here on the show. Do say hello. Get involved in the chat. And say hello as well, just in the box. Right, finally then. Number 10, the last one in round 2. In which country does the train service known as the Indian Pacific operate? In which country does the train service known as the Indian Pacific operate? So what is the answer to that? Right, okay then, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a short break, 45 seconds, while I refill my glass. I suggest you do as well. It's a pub style quiz. After that, we've got a picture round of 10 questions, and you need to guess the mystery objects. I'll be right back, right after this. Check out the Izzy Wizzy Let's Get Quizzy.com website. This is particularly useful if we lose the stream, because we've got a streaming box at the bottom of the homepage. You can also join our Facebook community here and also our WhatsApp group. Also on our homepage, you can find a link to the following week's show and also any of the shows that we're creating. At the top is our menu where you can visit our past shows, our mini quizzes that we create, and our quiz community section. Every week here in Izzy Wizzy Quizzy we set a theme, and this particular case it was autumn, and here you can see all the pictures that some of our viewers have sent in. We recommend quizzes as well here on Izzy Wizzy Let's Get Quizzy. This is Tricky Dickie's Sunday quiz, and this is all done via WhatsApp. If you click on this blue box here, it will take you straight through and you can get involved. And also we are promoting the Barley Mow pub quiz every Saturday at 9 PM at the moment as well. Now on the right hand side of the page you'll see we've got some little white boxes there. You can join our community on social media. You can also find out what next week's theme is if you miss a show. We've got a merchandise section where you can buy some fabulous merchandise, particularly useful as we're coming up towards Christmas. If you're wondering what to get people, we've got some great face mask designs there, and we've got some t-shirts, some dog accessories, and we've got this fabulous Izzy Wizzy Let's Get Quizzy bumper sticker, which is a definite yes for anybody's car. You can contact us by clicking on this button just here. It takes you through to a form where you just put your name, your email and your message, and that gets straight through to us, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Now, if you miss any of our shows, you can catch up with our past shows in the past show section. It's a little bit like catch up on the BBC. Izzy Wizzy, let's get quizzy.com. Thank you, darling. Thank you. Karen is watching. Hi to you, Karen. How are you? Lovely to have you on the show. Right, we've got a picture round just now. So that is our website. You can get there by going to Izzy Wizzy Let's Get Quizzy.com. So all of our pictures that we have on from previous week that people send in will appear in our quiz community section. We've got all our past shows there as well. So if you want to watch every single one of our quizzes, go ahead and watch. They're all there. They're all listed. And we've done some pretty unusual stuff on this quiz, to be perfectly honest, over the weeks. And we've met some really fantastic people from all over the world. New Zealand, I think, is the furthest. Do let us know where you're watching. Get involved in the chat just here. Anyway, do take a look at our website. And if you've got any ideas for charities, or maybe you run your own quiz and you want us to promote it, we'll stick you on the website. It's free. Just get in contact via the website, IzzyWizzy, letsgetquizzy.com. Right, without further ado, let's have a look then at our pictures. This is mystery objects. There's 10 of these questions. You get 1 point for each one you get right. And you need to guess what the mystery object is. So here is question number 1. Okay, what is this? So what is this just here? Duncan says, oh, I thought I was going to bring a tent because Duncan's working with me tomorrow in the morning. And is it dogging accessories? Yes, bring those as well, dear. We can take you out for a drive. So what is this? Joseph says, Mum, I'm on the telly. I won't hear the last of it, actually. So that is question number 1. So what is the answer to that? Yeah, so if you do promote a quiz, and you do your own quiz as well, we've got a few. We've got a section on our website. And all you need to do is just drop me a quick line. You can do that via the contact us box at the back of the website. And fill in the form. Let us know what your quiz is and we'll promote you. And if you've got a charity as well that you want us to support, we're happy to do that. And we're raising money as well on the 20th on our party, which is going to be a really good laugh. So get your tickets as well. It's 99p a ticket. And with that, you get the opportunity to interact with us here in the studio. There's some giveaways as well, some prizes. So it's all a laugh. And it's just for fun as well. That's number 2. Okay, number 3. What is that just there? That is number 3. What is that? So what is that you can see on the screen? I can make that screen bigger for those of you that want to see it. If you can't see it, just write in the box. Joseph says, hi Duncan, we're on Eel Pie Island, the only island on the Thames. What about the Isle of Dogs? Isn't that an island?
No.
Is it really the only island? I'm sure there's more islands. Okay, so that is number 3. Number 4. I know Christine's probably going to watching this at the moment going, it's too hard. So number 4 just there. Joseph says, is it a yoke? Could be. Write it down, dear. Another round of general knowledge after this. For those of you that want the book, On Camera Confidence, really good book, order it in the description below, or just visit Amazon and just type in my name, it'll pop up there. So we've only got a couple more weeks till we do this game show. It's going to be a laugh. We are going to be having some guests coming in virtually. So it's going to be really good fun there. Okay, number 4. You have to really get up close and personal and look at these. Duncan says, oh, I misunderstood. Spell check. Number 5. What's this? What is this just here? Now, when you're doing streaming and you're out and about and you have to rely on hotel Wi-Fi, it can be quite challenging. So if you're finding it a struggle with my voice not being synced in with my face, then don't know, just listen to it. But we are at the mercy of the Wi-Fi that we have. It just makes you appreciate the things that you've got in place. I'm moaning about mine actually because it was like this. But initially at the start of the lockdown, it was all over the place. One stage we got cut off. Jane Proctor Blaine is in the house. Trouble is in the house. Hi, babes. She's up there in Sheffield. Apparently they've had snow up north. We've been having like flurries of it as well. Do you know what? A friend of mine who's a police officer, back in January, said to me, he goes, Richie, it's going to snow at Easter. And I was like, how on earth do you know that it's going to snow at Easter? Because unless you can mind read, how do you know that it's, I mean, it's weeks away. In January, you know, if you can see snow on the Arctic or somewhere and it's going to blow over, normally it's a few days. How can you tell it's going to snow at Easter? So I'm completely mesmerised as to how he knew that. How do they know these things? Mr. Producer, how do they know?
Police officers are brilliant.
Yes, I know. Yes, and that's right. They are, indeed. Number 5. Number 6. What is this one here? So, Jane Proctor Blaine, the head teacher of the North, sent in some pictures of her walking the other day around a big reservoir called the Flask, I believe it is, near Hathersage. Last of summer wine country, complete with her peak cap and everything. Honestly, it's been lovely weather, hasn't it? It's been absolutely gorgeous. And then one day it's really sunny and you're out sunbathing on the decking, and the next day you're wrapped up in your thermals. Seriously. So that is number 6 just there. What is the answer to that one? And number 7, I'm just looking at the video live on YouTube right now, and it's amazing. I can see that it's actually interpreting what I'm saying, and it's putting it down in captions underneath. Technology is so fantastic, isn't it? This is number 7. What is this one? That's what you're staying on tomorrow, Duncan. Jane says my sun lounger is covered in snow. Send in a picture, Jane. Let's see how much snow you've got up north. It's been snowing down here, but light flurries, but it hasn't been settling, and it's not really been that cold, really. It's been sunny with like dusty air, is what I would describe it. So that is number 7 just there, and just in case, Duncan, you are sleeping on one of these. Number 8, what's this? What's this one here? Joseph says it's freezing. Have your nipples gone like road cones?
Yes.
Yes, they have apparently. Fantastic. So that is number 8. Number 8 just there. Jane says, hi, Joe. So how are you guys getting on with the quiz so far? You doing all right? Do you need any of the questions repeating? By the way, I've got to say, last week we hit the 1,000 mark. I was so happy. I opened up a bottle of... What did I open?
Sauvignon Blanc.
Sauvignon Blanc, for a change. There was something fizzy as well that I opened. Baby Sham.
Andrew's liver sauce.
I had a Baby Sham. I haven't had a Baby Sham, seriously, for weeks. For weeks, years. I think I last had a Baby Sham. I must have been about 15 years old when I last had a Baby Sham. And then they disappeared for ages, didn't they? That's number 8. Number 9. What's this one? One more to go in our picture round. Then we've got another round of general knowledge. And then we'll go through everyone's pictures that they sent in. And then we'll crack on with those answers. So that is number 9. Excuse the Moraine effect on the screen. That's just the picture, the way it's been taken. By the way, if you do enjoy our quiz, you could always support us. Just go to coffee.com/Litchfield Lifestyles. It's a little bit like PayPal me, but called coffee.com. For the price of a coffee, you can support the channel. That's number 9. And finally, our last one is number 10. What's that one there? So what is that one there? Okay, have a quick look. We'll take it off in just a second. We've got one more round of general knowledge coming up after this. Right, okay, now we are all about sharing here on Izzy Wizzy Let's Get Quizzy. It's all about you at home interacting with me here in the studio. It is completely interactive, and if you are on one of the social media groups like Facebook, you could be on a number of them, to be perfectly honest. Click on share, get the word out there. Do you know what I mean? I don't mean the singer, I mean share it to get the word out there. And if you want to get involved in our group more, especially during the lockdown, lots of people live on their own, lots of people are away from their friends and from their family, and at the start of lockdown, this was a little bit of a lifeline. We've got a WhatsApp group which you can actively participate in and join. The same as what you can do with a Facebook group, it's the same, we've got 2. Just head to our website, which is izzywizzy.letsgetquizzy.com. And if you scroll to the bottom of our homepage, we've got a great big green box. It says WhatsApp. Click on it. Boom, you're in. Same with the Facebook. Click on it. Boom, you're in. And it's all about sharing. And when I say share, this is how you do it. The more the merrier. It's good to share, and it would be good if you shared this online virtual quiz with your friends and your community. All you need to do is click on the share button, which is located on YouTube just underneath the main window. Once you click on share, this box will appear and you can share it to Facebook, Twitter, or a number of other different sites. You can even copy the link and paste it anywhere you fancy. This is where you and your friends can get together and play the quiz privately. Whatever platform you're watching on, don't forget to subscribe or like the page. Every little helps the channel. It gets us more viewers and helps us raise more money for any causes that we're supporting. Thanks. There I am chatting away to Joseph. I just had some pictures sent in as well from Jane of her snow-covered chairs. It says here it is, just here. I'll put it on the screen for you so you can see it. Come on, how do I do this? Right, click. There we go. Boom. And do this. All this technical stuff. So there's the snow. You've had a good covering there of snow. It hasn't settled really on the floor, but that's quite impressed really compared to what we've got down south. You've got a lot more snow than what we've got up here. Right, let's kick off then with round 4, which is general knowledge. Back on the same theme of trains, boats and planes. Okay, number 1 is which battleship gets credit for firing the first shots of the Russian Revolution in 1915? So which battleship gets credit for firing the first shots of the Russian Revolution in 1915? What is the answer to that one? Let me just queue up my pictures ready to go for the what do you call it? Where is it? Library, people, places, imports, garden party. There we go. I have to do everything on it. So used to having an OB truck and somebody pressing all the buttons for me outside. Bless you, my darling. You just gone in the bathroom for a sneezing fit. Ah.
Just a little one.
But at least you didn't sneeze over me. Lisa says it snowed here all day, on and off, and it's absolutely freezing outside. Well, it's cold here, actually. It's a bit nippy, isn't it? Are you cold?
Very cold.
Put your jumper on. Here's me working me feet off. Right, number 2. Which Boeing airliner was grounded in early 2019 after concerns regarding two major accidents? So which Boeing airliner was grounded in early 2019 after concerns regarding two major accidents? Now, I've got to say, Barry, who's watching the show in... oh, yes, please. Barry, who's watching the show in Luton, works for one of the big airlines as a mechanic. And Barry, I expect you to get top marks for that, seeing as you do work for the company that begins with B. That will do, darling. Thank you so much. It's just a quick little taster. That's just nice. Thank you so much. A little bit of beer. Just there. Have you got some for yourself?
Yes, thank you.
Good. Good. It's all about you, dear. Number 3. Often transporting Hollywood stars, what was the name of the train that ran between Chicago and Los Angeles? So, often transporting Hollywood stars, what was the name of the train that ran between Chicago and Los Angeles? So, what is the answer to that one? Los Angeles. Los Angeles. Do you know what I mean? I mean, do you know what I was pronouncing? Shaka Khan, ain't nobody. It's Shaka Khan, ain't nobody. But I was pronouncing it on the radio before this, ain't nobody. I was pronouncing it like that, and it's not. It's ain't nobody. Seriously. Who we got in? Lisa says, love the fact you have a sun umbrella there with snow on it on the table, says Lisa. This is to Jane. Made me smile at how ironic that is. By the way, Lisa, how's all your plastering going in your house? Because basically, she literally rips her house down from the inside and rebuilt it. So I don't like it. I'm going to do all that. Let's do this. And she's pulled it all down. She's done a fantastic job. And it's coming on leaps and bounds. And I'm so jealous when you see her kitchen with the slate style cupboards. It's really stylish. Very nice indeed. Okay, number 4. What was the name of the first royal yacht gifted to King Charles II in 1660? So what was the name of the first royal yacht gifted to King Charles II in 1660? What is the answer to that one? Cheers, everyone. What is the answer to that one? Let's just see who else I've got in. I had to do loads of things on myself. You used to having people doing this for me, Mr. Producer. You know what I mean? You should be pressing these buttons for me and OB trucking it and all that sort of stuff. And giving me facts in my earpiece and all that. Okay, number 5. What was the name of the plane in which the Wright brothers made their first successful flight? So number 5 is what was the name of the plane in which the Wright brothers made their first successful flight? What is the answer to that? I'm taking those glasses off because you can see the rings in from the ring light in the reflection. Not very attractive at all. So that is number 5. We are approaching the end. Don't forget, next week's quiz theme is going to be on hobbies. So if you've got a particular hobby, send in some pictures. We'll put them on the quiz as well. And then coming up after that, we are doing a 1-year party. Put it in your diary. It starts at 8 o'clock. It's 1 year. We're going to have special guests coming on virtually. And we're going to be doing loads of stuff, loads of game show style stuff. And we are charging for tickets. It's only 99p. It is for a lot of the money that we raise with our quizzes all goes to various different charities. So if you have a charity in mind that you want to donate to, we normally just put a button and it links straight through. So that's what we normally do. Do drop me a quick message and we'll see if we can find if they've got any sort of like direct links that we can put it on there and people can donate their money straight to the charity. That's right. Right, okay. So where are we now? Number 6 is which is the only metro rail system in the UK that operates entirely underground? So which is the only metro rail system in the UK that operates entirely underground? Now on the London Underground, isn't there? And on the London Underground, the Victoria line, it's completely enclosed, does not go outside, I believe. None of it goes outside, so there's no fresh air. It's just all, well, I suppose there is. There's vents at the top, isn't there? But they don't see the light of day. So how on earth do they get the trains in there? Have you ever wondered that?
No.
Somebody said to me, it's just completely underground. The trains can't get outside. So if a train breaks down and they need to replace it, how do they get another one in there? I'm going to have a sleepless night tonight just thinking about that. Do you know what I mean? Lisa says, I'm waiting for the shops to open back up so I can go and find tiles for the walls in the kitchen. So that can be finished off. I spent the day unpacking boxes. Oh, well done, darling. You finally got round to unpacking those boxes. Can you move around the bed at the moment as well? Because you sent me some pictures and you couldn't literally get out because it was piled up. And I bet you found stuff in there that you didn't even know you had. Right, number 7. What was the name of the raft on which Thor Heyerdahl travelled across the Pacific in 1947? So what was the name of the raft on which Thor Heyerdahl travelled across the Pacific in 1947? Well, that was difficult to pronounce, wasn't it? So what was the name of the raft? That's number 7. Christine's probably screaming, it's too hard, Richie, this week. It's too hard. Can't be doing with it. Try my best. I'll try my best. Cheers, everybody. In case you are wondering, you have just tuned in, you're thinking, is he in a different location to normal? Because we've normally got the glitter curtain behind. We are literally in a hotel room this week, so we are on location. So apologies if there's issues with the Wi-Fi connectivity, etc., etc. But that's what happens. We are live from location. Okay. Number 8. Established in 1919, which is the oldest airline that is still operating today? So, established in 1919, which is the oldest airline that is still operating today? What is the answer to that one? What is that? And I'm sure they don't have any planes dating back to 1919. Actually, saying that though, I didn't realise I was actually driving through Croydon, and there's a lovely building as you drive out of Croydon towards Brighton. On the right hand side near the IKEA, because you see the great big chimneys for IKEA. They're iconic. And as I was driving out, you see this building and it says Croydon Airport, Aerodrome. Apparently it's one of the first passenger airports in the UK. It's very glamorous. People used to dress up, and if you look at some of the YouTube footage of some of the people that visited Croydon Airport, it was the place to go. Not Heathrow, not Gatwick, not Luton, not Stansted. It was Croydon. That was the place. Very nice. Okay, number 9. As at 2019, which are the only 2 stations on the London Underground system that start with the letter V? Okay. As of 2019, which are the only 2 stations on the London Underground system that start with the letter V? I don't know why it says 219. It should be 221, really. 2021. But anyway, as of 2019, what are they? 2 stations on the London Underground system that start with the letter V. Lisa says, no, my bedroom boxes still has lots of boxes. I know I have an iron somewhere, but have yet to find it, along with some of my best pots. That could be a game for the game show, Lisa. We could do live from Lisa's house. Where is the iron? Which box is the iron in? People can gamble per box. Isn't there a game show on TV like that? Deal or No Deal, that's what it's called. We could do a Deal or No Deal live from Doncaster. What do you reckon? Right, finally, the last one then in round 4. Number 10. On which stretch of water would you expect to see a Norfolk wherry? So, on which stretch of water would you expect to see a Norfolk wherry? I'll spell it for you. W-H-E-R-R-Y. W-H-E-R-R-Y. Okay, if anybody wants me to repeat any of those questions again, do pop them on the screen, and I will try and repeat them for you. And we have got now, just queuing it up, we have got now the pictures that you've all been sending in from last week, which the theme was garden party. So let's take a look and see who we've got on the screen. Here we go. It's the lovely Lola. She was a showgirl. And it's garden party. Now this obviously isn't Lola's garden, but it's a lovely spring garden park there, full of daffodils. Absolutely beautiful just there. Do you know, my daffodils are dying in the garden. You're supposed to deadhead them, aren't you? You're supposed to take the heads off, aren't you? Thank you, Joe. job for you when you get back to mine. Barbecues have started. I can see someone's got their chops on and the sausages all ready to go there on their barbecue. Thank you for sending that in. I can't remember who that's from. But thank you whoever sent that. Oh, that was Chris Walcott. Thank you for sending that in. What am I doing on there? That's me. And then we've got somebody put that on there. I don't know who. This is Brian and Lola in the Marylebone flat, having a little bit of a garden party there with their fresh orange juice with their daffodils. Their lovely healthy dish that you've got there. Is that pudding or is that breakfast? Looking absolutely glamorous. Thank you so much for sending that one in as well. There they are again. Lovely. Thank you. Beautiful, beautiful. We've got some duckies. These were sent in from Jane. And, I don't think the video is going to play. Is it going to play? No, we've got some duckies there from Jane. This is the lake that apparently is in her back garden, but it's not. It's down the bottom of the hill. Thank you for sending that in. This is Joe in the garden looking absolutely freezing. Is that a jacuzzi? I see it before me. Just behind you just there. Thank you so much for sending that in, Joe. Lovely. Soon be time for us to get out. Look at this wonderful garden here. This is the back of Brian's parents' garden with all of the... Jojo Stringer, hello to you. Just joined us in the house. Welcome to the show. All those sort of like snowdrops or the bluebells in the back of Brian's mother's garden. And we've got some blossom on the trees here from Lisa Honeybone, looking absolutely beautiful just there. I love cherry blossom. I love it. I absolutely adore it a bit. And there is some more just here. Beautiful. Thank you so much for sending those pictures in, everybody. And again, we've got Brian and Lola. Why is it repeating? And this is from Lisa. This is her drink. She's having a little bit of a garden party herself. And she's just relaxing there with what looks like a lovely homemade lemonade. But knowing Lisa Honeybone, that's probably 3/4 full of vodka. And this is Jane's patio that she sent in just here. So thank you for sending that in, Jane. That's her patio covered in ice. I think that's Jane's patio. Anyway, whoever sent that in, thank you so much. Wonderful pictures, everybody. Next week's theme is going to be hobbies. So do send those pictures in. Right, okay, let's run through those answers. Now, for rounds 2, 3 and 4, you get 1 point for every single question you get right. But for round 1, you get 1 point for every answer that you get right. But if you get the top answer right as well, you get a bonus point. So you could actually get 5 points per question in round 1. So name a precious stone. I'll start with the bottom answer first. Sapphire, ruby, emerald. The top answer was diamond. So 1 point for every single answer you get right. If that top answer is diamond and it's in the right place at the top, you get an extra point, so 5 points. Number 2, name something used by a plumber. We've got blow lamp, piping, spanner. Top answer is wrench. Stephanie Wassam is watching. She's in the house. Big shout out to you, darling. Lovely to have you here. Number 3, name a fruit which contains pips. We've got grape, pomegranate, apple, and top answer is orange. Number 4, name a popular hobby. We've got gardening, reading, competitive sport, and fishing. Number 5, name a popular detective. We've got Taggart, Wexford, Frost, top answer, Morse. I would have put something like Luther. Do you know what I mean? But no, it's Morse. Number 6, name a play by William Shakespeare. We've got A Midsummer Night's Dream, Romeo and Juliet, Macbeth. Top answer is Hamlet. Number 7, something with a bitter taste. Grapefruit, beer, vinegar. Top answer is lemons. Number 8, name a relation. We've got sister, grandma, father. Top answer is mother. Number 9, something found in the home at Christmas. We've got cards, presents, decorations. Top answer is tree. And 10, a famous street anywhere in the world. We've got Baker, Wall, Coronation, and Downing. Okay, those are our family fortune style questions. Lisa said I should have sent in a picture of my sunburnt face from the weekend when we had it was so sunny. I didn't realise it was. Right, okay, now we're on general knowledge. Trains, boats and planes. Number 1, what is the name of the main train station in Liverpool? What was it, Joe?
No idea.
Lime Street. Number 2, what were the names of Titanic's 2 sister ships? Olympic and Britannic. Number 3, named after the mother of the pilot, which plane dropped the first atomic bomb in 1945? It's Enola Gay. Number 4, which two cities formed the termini of the original Orient Express? It's Paris and Istanbul. Number 5, who was the captain of the HMS Bounty whose crew famously mutinied? It's Captain Bligh. Number 6, what was the world's first supersonic passenger airliner? It's Concorde. Number 7, which steam locomotive was the only one to complete the Rainhill trials in 1829? It's the Rocket. Number 8, in which US city can you find the USS Arizona Memorial? It's Honolulu. It was Pearl Harbor. Number 9, which was the Allies' only jet fighter to see active service in World War II? It's the Gloucester Meteor. And number 10, in which country does the train service known as the Indo-Pacific operate? It's Australia. Okay, let's have a look then at the mystery objects. And here is number 1. Okay, did you manage to get these okay? So, excuse me, show my bum on TV. Wouldn't be the first time. Here's number 1. That is a zebra's bum. Number 2. This is a riding saddle. Number 3. These are spectacles or glasses. Number 4. This is from a spotlight. Number 5. These are train sort of like strap hangers, you know, that you hold on to when you're standing. Number 6. This is balloons. Number 7. Park bench. Number 8. Camera lens. Number 9. Violin bow. And number 10. Kayaks. I'm sure I've done this one before. Okay, and Duncan is an expert on the trains questions apparently, Duncan and Jane, and hopefully he's done very well. He says, Duncan says the tube trains are lowered down a shaft. Oh, that's how they go. So what do? Lower them down front first and then tilt them and turn them in like that? Duncan, you'll have to do me a diagram. Right, let's run through round 4. Right, number 1, which battleship gets credit for firing the first shots of the Russian Revolution in 1915? It's Potemkin. Number 2, which Boeing airliner was grounded in early 2019 after concerns regarding 2 major accidents? It's the Boeing 737 MAX 8. Number 3, often transporting Hollywood stars, what was the name of the train that ran between Chicago and Los Angeles? It's the Super Chief. Number 4, what was the name of the first royal yacht gifted to King Charles II in 1660? It's HMY Mary. Number 5, what was the name of the plane in which the Wright brothers made the first successful flight? It's Flyer. That's original. Number 6, what is the only metro rail system in the UK that operates entirely underground? It's Glasgow. Number 7, what was the name of the raft on which Thor Heyerdahl travelled across the Pacific in 1947? It's the Kon-Tiki. Number 8, established in 1919, which is the oldest airline which is still operating today? It's KLM. Number 9, as at 2019, which are the only 2 stations on the London Underground system that start with the letter V for Victor? It's Victoria and Vauxhall, also known as Vaux, if you live there. And finally, number 10, on which stretch of water would you expect to see a Norfolk wherry? Well, it's the Broads. Add them all up, everybody, and pop them on the screen if you so wish. Pop them just here, let everyone see what you got. Don't forget, on the 20th, we do have our party, our 1-year party. We started doing the quiz back in March last year. We are a few years behind, but a few weeks behind doing this party, but we like to just be a little bit different. So it'll be one year and a few weeks, won't it, Joseph? Until our party. We've got some special guests appearing on it. It costs 99p. It's on the Litchfield Lifestyles Facebook page. Do have a look at it. Have a look at Litchfield Lifestyles. Do like the page. It does support the channel. Subscribe to us as well if you're watching on YouTube. It doesn't cost anything. Just press that button. We've got some other videos on there which are worth watching as well. Travel related. Don't forget, I do a radio show on Glitterbeam Radio, which you can listen to on the app Glitterbeam. Download it from the App Store or Google Play. You can also go straight to the website and you can ask Alexa. I can say it in here, Alexa, because normally when I say it, it starts doing all sorts of weird things around my studio. because I've got Alexas everywhere. You can ask it to play Glitterbeam Radio. So 7 o'clock next week, I'm doing Out and About and Out, which is a LGBT plus travel show. Don't forget, send in those pictures next week. I'm looking for pictures of your hobbies. Thank you to everyone who has participated in this week's show. You've been fantastic. Everyone who's been involved in the chat. Mr. Producer, Joseph, just there. Our mean moderator of the North, Lisa Honeybone. You can come on the screen.
And be careful out there.
Thank you, Joseph. Just there. Sit down. I'll speak to my agent. Stay safe, everybody. And I'll see you, hopefully, next week, 8 o'clock, for the live virtual quiz. Izzy Wizzy, Let's Get Quizzy, back from our normal location. Ta-ra. See ya.